Well, hello, and welcome back to that thing we like to call Curless Mania, where we talk all things pop rock and prog. Today we have a very special episode for you YouTubers. This is, not something that happens every day. First of all, I don't have that many panels. Secondly, it's not all family members. So you might recognize both of these young ladies. They have both been on the channel before. One of them is my daughter, Madeline. Madeline, welcome to the channel. Welcome
Hello.
back to the channel.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
The other panel member is my other daughter, McKenna. McKenna, how are you today?
I'm good. I'm all good. I'm chilling.
This is a holiday weekend, so I grabbed
Mm.
both of them. I'm like forcing you to get on my channel, and they're like, really? Like in an hour. I was like, right. This is like a last minute thing. Threw together. I'm like, we're doing this. You're home. I've been wanting to do this anyway, so I've got them both in the house. We're all in the same house. Just spoiler alert. We're all in different rooms. We're all in the same house. So,
No, Maddie's with Queen right now. I don't
Yeah,
know
I'm
what you're
actually in
talking about.
Japan.
oh, that's right. Maddie's in Japan with Queen right now,
I'm
walking along a riverbank or something.
true. I'm just a little bit ahead of them.
Looks like a beautiful day.
They've stopped for me.
Say hi to Brian for me.
I will.
All right. So anyway, so that if that didn't give it away, that's what we're talking about today. We are here to talk about Queen. Um, I'm thankful that my daughters are both Queen fans. Of course, some of that is my fault. I'd be taking them places, and of course, we'd be playing Queen in the car, and such a massive Queen person that I was constantly playing Queen music. And then, fortunately, the biopic came out. Well, how old were you guys when that movie came out?
I was in like seventh grade, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was probably a freshman or sophomore in high school.
Okay. And I think we all went to the movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have my ticket somewhere on my
Yeah.
bulletin board.
There you go. So we all went to the movie together, and we all loved it, and I had to point out some inaccuracies at the end, but other than that,
Yeah.
I love the movie. It was great. And it just made us more. I mean, of course, it just did for everybody. It just brought Queen back to life again, like, for like a lot of people, especially for younger generations who didn't grow up with Queen like I did. So that was a huge thing. So then it became like you guys were even more interested in Queen and started to like dig deeper. And we used to always watch. Another thing we would always do is we'd watch Live Aid. Like I
Mhm.
love like Queen at Live Aid is like it's like a cup of coffee. Like if you're in a bad mood or something, or if you're having a bad day, it's like put on Queen at Live Aid, and it's like it changes your mood. It literally changes your mood. It's that good. It's like a mood changer. Unbelievable. One of the best performances of all time, I would say. I mean, it's up there. Just incredible, incredible. And the fact that the crowd is just everybody's so into it, right? It's
Mhm.
insane. The Radio Gaga with all we hear is, doing the clapping. It's
Oh
just
yeah.
it's so cool. Anyway, I'm doing a lot of talking here. So I'm gonna let you guys take over. So what we're doing today is we're gonna do top 10 Queen songs, which is like for me, is like a very, very hard task. Narrowing it down to 10 songs is really, really hard. My list is massive. And it's just what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hand it over to Madeline. We'll start with Madeline. We
Okay.
call her Maddie. So I'm gonna start with Maddie and have her do her top 10. Then we're gonna go to McKenna, and then we're gonna go to me. And I'm what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do songs that they haven't covered. So even if the song is on my list, I'm gonna cross it off so we don't just do the same songs over and over again. So that's what we're gonna do. So Maddie, I'm handing it over to you. Take it away. Queen top
Okay.
10.
All right. I'm gonna start with 10 and then work my way up.
Okay.
So, number 10, I've got Seaside Rendezvous from A Night at the Opera. Um, that song is very summer to me. I have it on a lot of my summer playlists. So it's like nostalgic in that way where every time I like if I live in Chicago, so if a day is above like 45 degrees right about now, that's what's playing in my headphones.
Nice.
Mm. Number 9, I've got Radio Gaga from The Works. Classic. Once again, probably best performance at Live Aid. And yep, there it is. Thank you. Um, just a classic. What else is there to say?
Yeah.
Number 8, I've got Another One Bites the Dust from the game. That is like, again, major classic, but this is more for me like one of the songs that we grew up on that Dad definitely played in the car on our way to soccer practice or um, basketball or whatever. It was definitely like a hype up song where we'd be going to a game and Dad would be like, "Oh, we got to get hype for this," and then that's what would come on. Um, the next two that I have are both Sheer Heart Attack, 6 and 7. I'd say they're interchangeable, but 7 I put She Makes Me, and 6 I got Lily of the Valley. And these two songs I like. I love these songs, but especially because I had a copy of Sheer Heart Attack. Um, there it is. Yes, almost that. It might have been that exact copy. I don't know. I had it in my room all throughout high school, and that was the only Queen album I had in my room, and so I would just play that one over and over again. And
He makes me. That's a deep track, man.
those two songs have stuck with me. Well, because when
Yeah.
you play the album, you get those.
Yeah.
The, so
Yep. Yeah, it's
yeah,
great.
It Makes Me and Lily of the Valley. Love those songs. Number 5, I put Under Pressure with David Bowie, single. Um, just love that song. That's like again another dad classic nostalgia song. I also the story about that song with Vanilla Ice in the courtroom when he's like, my song goes ding 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 ding. Dad tells that story a lot,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
fun.
It's like one extra. Mine's one extra. Theirs is
Yeah,
ding 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 did a ding ding. Mine is ding 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 did a ding 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 ding. Okay.
there it is.
Yeah. Something like that.
Classic.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I'd say the rest of these are probably like pretty famous classics, but 4 is Somebody to Love from Day at the Races.
Yeah. You got to do that.
I
Yeah.
mean, that's just yeah.
Yeah.
Number 3, I have Sail Away Sweet Sister from the game. Um, that one is a McKenna pull, actually. McKenna was the one that got me hooked on that song. She played it in the car like 2 times, and I was like, why have I not heard this one? I don't, or at least I hadn't like, I don't know,
Sail
processed it.
away, sweet sister. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
So that's another like summer one for me because I think it was last summer that McKenna was playing it a lot.
Okay.
Um, and that has quickly become a favorite. 2, I put I Want to Break Free from the Works.
Nice.
That's just like classic. Also, fantastic music video. I took a music video class this past quarter and we spent like a week dissecting and talking about it and all of that. So that was fun. Um, and then number 1, Love of My Life from A Night at the Opera. I mean, that's
Yeah.
just like I think top Queen song of all time. Obviously like I don't know. Bohemian Rhapsody is up there. Like, all the classics are up there, but I tried to pull stuff that isn't as like super mainstream. I mean, all of these are mainstream, but not like super super intensely mainstream. So,
Yeah. No, that's great. You definitely put some deep tracks in there for sure.
yeah.
For
So
sure.
those are my top 10.
All right, that's cool. I like it. I think some like fans like really heavy you know, really dedicated fans are going to be digging that list because it's got some deep stuff in it. So there you go.
I hope so.
Some diehards are going to enjoy that. So what do you think, McKenna? I know that McKenna was like she's like I don't know, Dad. I'm not sure if I'm ready for this. But I'm sure you can pull something together for 10 songs.
Well,
So.
I did, but I feel like I'm gonna get laughed at because it's like all just basic picks.
No, there's no judgment here. There's no, the thing about Queen, this is why it's so hard, is that their hits are really great songs. Like the
Mhm.
songs that were hits are awesome.
Sure,
So
yeah.
it's like there's no it's all good. I mean, if you like the hits, like there's no shame in that game. So that seriously, so please, I mean, if we leave out hits, people are going to be like, "What do you mean? What do you mean there's no Bohemian Rhapsody? What are you talking about?" Like that kind of stuff. So there you go. So
Right.
go for it.
Exactly. All
It's just
right.
your taste. It's
Well,
what you like. It doesn't matter what anyone else likes. It's what you like. So
yeah,
yeah,
exactly. Okay. Well, I don't have them in a particular order, so similar to the Beatles one, I'm just gonna go in random order because I can't play some, I fear.
yeah.
It's too
That's
hard.
okay. That's okay.
Um, but I guess just starting down the line, I have Play the Game, which is such a good song.
Nice.
I
Yeah,
play that one a lot on repeat because it's just like such a good song.
yeah,
Um, and then I have Love of My Life, which I got into after the Bohemian Rhapsody movie.
yeah.
Hmm.
And I really like that song, especially like the part in the movie when like the whole crowd's singing it for him. Didn't that actually happen? Obviously, that probably.
Yes, I was going to mention that. I didn't. I was going to interrupt you and say that that actually did happen. I mean, that was something that apparently was a pretty common occurrence. When he, when they sang that movie, he would get he or sang that movie, sang the song. They would get up on the front of the stage, Brian and Freddie, and just start singing it, and the crowd would just like take over. So it's one of
Yeah,
those. Yeah,
that's what it reminds me of. But I got into that song after the movie actually. Um, and then I have another one, Bites the Dust, because song reminds me of childhood.
yeah,
Because we
yeah,
used to always play that on the stereo in the living room and jam
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Um, that's classic. Radio Gaga's a classic. That just reminds me of cleaning the basement and watching Live Aid on the
Yeah,
TV.
that's what I was gonna say.
People are
And
getting a
I
glimpse of the Curless life growing up.
no, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. But that's how Maddie and I grew up with this
Hmm.
music. So
Yeah.
just reminds me of that. Killer Queen is top tier classic. Love that song. Um,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes.
yeah.
I was waiting for Killer Queen to come out.
Yeah, if you have any if there's any other additions from the two other people here to help me out, that would be great.
Okay. Okay. No,
Any
no
other
problem.
detail? I just keep saying stellar song.
No, no,
Because
it's okay. You know,
I keep blanking on what it sounds like, but like I know it's a great song.
yeah. Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
my other song I have is Lazy on a Sunday Afternoon.
Ooh,
Mhm.
that's a good one from Night at the Opera.
Yeah, because Dad plays that song in the car a lot.
Yeah.
And I just like the way he sings it. It's kind of fun. It's different.
Very fun.
Mm-hmm.
Bicycling on every Wednesday evening. Ding ding. Yeah. Okay.
And then I also have Seaside Rendezvous.
Oh, that's another great one.
Mm-hmm.
Another great one from Night at the Opera. There we go.
Seaside Rendezvous.
So adorable, seaside rendezvous. Woohoo! Yeah, so good.
Yes.
I love when Freddie does those like music hall things.
Hmm.
You know, when he does those sort of like almost like parodies, but they're so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like it. And then I also have Somebody to Love,
Yeah,
classic.
yeah,
Just sang that song at my all girls a cappella concert, and it was my favorite song we did in the whole thing.
It was very
It's
good.
just so awesome because there's just so many dynamic harmonies in it, and I don't know, I just like how it's just portrayed. I don't know, I
yeah,
really like the song.
yeah. Shout out to Freshly Brewed.
Shout out.
Yeah, at
Shout out.
Butler University
Freshly
hashtag
Brewed,
Freshly
Butler
Brewed.
University. Check us out on YouTube.
Yeah,
Anyways,
yeah,
that cover will be posted soon, probably posted when this is uploaded, so go check it out. Anyways, okay. My next song is Good Old Fashioned Lover Boy, which is my favorite, one of my favorites. And it
that's
has
Day at the Races, by the way.
yeah. And I don't know, it's just so catchy. I like how it like changes like tempos too. Like it goes from
Yes.
like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock, and then it's like when I'm not with you, think
Think
of
of
you
me
more.
always.
I
I
think that
just
would be a good a
found
cappella
lost.
song if I
That
say
would
so
be a good
myself. That
one.
would be
Could pitch
fire.
it.
Yeah, that would be another good like that. Queen is one of those bands where like you're like singing the backing vocal. Like it's like they have
Yeah.
so many things going on, so many hooks. You're like singing the backing part. It's hilarious.
Hey boy, where did you go?
Doodle-doo,
Hey
where,
boy,
boy, where
where
did you
did you
go?
go?
That's so
Oh,
good.
it's so
That
good.
song is great.
And then my last song that I had to add to my list is Bicycle Race.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Yeah. Yep.
And the line that always sticks out to me is forgive me if I sing this wrong, but it's like da-da-da-da-da, and I don't like Star Wars.
Jaws was never my scene, and I don't
And I
like
don't like
Star
Star Wars.
Wars.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
You say black, I say white. I say shark, I say bite. I say,
Yeah.
yeah, because Jaws at the time, it's from the album Jazz, by the way. This is my original copy of Jazz. And I bought this when it came out, and that Jaws was a big Jaws and Star Wars. You think about it, it was like 1977. Those were big movies at the time. So
Yeah.
he was like talking about movies that had just come out. So
Yeah.
you think about it like, oh, those were old movies, but at the time they were current movies.
Mm-hmm.
So Jaws wasn't my scene. I don't like Star Wars, so there you go.
I want to ride my bicycle. That's a
Yeah.
good song.
Is that yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and of course there are some major hits that I wanted to add to my list, but I wanted to add the ones that I actually like listen to frequently. I feel like I do listen to a lot of the hits frequently. Like, I mean, of course Bohemian Rhapsody is like one of the best songs ever
Yeah.
made. So like
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to leave that out.
like
Yeah.
Well,
obviously.
Bohemian Rhapsody always reminds me of like high school dances when they would start the song and everyone was slow dancing. And I always thought I was better than everybody else because I was like, it gets fast.
Right.
Like,
Like
as
I
if
know
people
this slow dance is
It
going to end at
gets
some point.
fast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course like Crazy Little Thing Called Love is a great one too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy little thing called love. Uh-nah, uh-nah. Yeah,
This thing
so
called love.
uh,
I
yeah.
just Yeah, I mean it's very
Uh-nah.
much like an Elvis. It's sort of like an Elvis
Yeah.
pastiche. And he wrote it in his bathtub in like 10 minutes, he said.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, that whole like he's sitting in his bathtub, you know, and then he started.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Off topic, but what's the song in that one video where they're recording and he like Freddie like messes up the lyrics or like is joking around? What is that? What's that
Fried
song?
chicken. Is that yeah.
Yes, I
Yeah,
think
that's
so.
one vision.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
a good
yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that video.
Yeah, at the end
I
he
was
goes,
just thinking
fried
of it.
chicken. Yeah.
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 Anyways, that's all from me.
So was that more than 10 or was that your 10?
That was 10.
That was 10.
But
Okay.
I did like a few at the end where I was like, oh, like obviously these are amazing songs.
Yes, I was gonna say you kind of drifted into my honorable mentions already, so
I got too excited.
that's okay. No, it's okay. That's all right. You just kept going. I love it. Um, that's great. No, that's awesome. I love it. So, because you didn't want to forget, you're like, oh, it's just I don't want to forget these songs.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so I'm gonna do mine really quick. I'm just gonna run down a quick
Okay.
list here. So keep yourself alive. Did anyone talk about that?
Ooh.
No.
Keep yourself alive. Come on, keep yourself alive. One, two, three, four. Keep yourself. I love that track. I think that's like rocking song from the first album,
Rockin'.
from their debut. Um, from the debut, Queen. I don't have all the. I don't know where I couldn't find my hot space either. I don't know where that is. Must be in the other room. But anyway, there's Queen
Mhm.
One. Love that album. There's a couple. I mean, Doing All Right is another one I really
Oh,
like.
that's a good one.
Yeah, and yeah, there's I love the debut. The Great King Rat is another. Oh, something. Okay, I'm already like cheating. Um, Killer Queen is. Well, you already talked about Killer Queen. McKenna had Killer Queen, right? We're good. I have Ogre Battle from the second album, which is like just an insane song, crazy track. It's like so good though, and it's so heavy. Brighton Rock from from Sheer Heart Attack
Hmm.
is a pretty awesome rocker, pretty amazing. Uh, Prophet Song from Night at the Opera.
Hmm.
Oh, people, can you hear me? Do you guys know that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
It's really it's like super it's kind of like an epic song. It's almost like Bohemian Rhapsody Part 2. It's got all these sections and it's cool. Um Tie Your Mother Down. You guys know that one from Night at the Opera? Or sorry, from Day at the Races. It's a rocker. I have a lot of rockers on my list. Tie your mother down, tie your mother down. That's a really
Mm.
good one. I have We Are the Champions. I couldn't
Of
leave that one.
course.
That's
Yeah.
kind
No
of like
Time for Losers.
just so good. It's just so,
It's
and when you
such
like
like
it,
a it's such like a what's the word? Uh I was gonna say like main character moment song, but that's I don't think that's the word I
yeah.
was looking for.
Well, it's like when he starts playing it, like for example, we keep mentioning Live Aid, but Live Aid when he does it and everyone just starts swaying immediately. It's like a stadium
Yeah.
anthem. It's just like
Yeah.
and when that
Oh
when
no, it's like Hope Core. Like
yes, yes,
I was
yes,
gonna say tearjerker, but that works too. Like sometimes when I
it
see it over like an edit of somebody winning something that they've been like working their whole life to do, it's like, oh,
yes,
yeah.
yes. And
It's
doesn't
just
he,
a
I mean, if you listen,
feel good song.
yeah, if you listen to the lyrics, it's like talking about how like I've worked hard and I've had dirt kicked in my face and like it's just like saying like I've worked my butt off and we finally succeeded and
yeah.
it's just like I think everyone can relate to that
Hmm.
lyric.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to celebrate your victories, right? So it's like celebrating a victory of sorts. I think it's
Hmm.
cool. Cool. Um, Fat Bottom Girls I had to put on the list.
Yeah.
Um,
That
that
bottom world, you make the rocking world go round.
I was just a skinny lad, never knew no good from bad. That's a pretty rocking song. Um, Let Me Entertain You is another one.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I'm just going down my list. I'm not doing 10. I'm doing like 30. But like uh Let Me Entertain I guess these are the songs that just came to my mind, just wrote down really quick. Let Me Entertain You is just so great from Jazz. You guys remember that one? Do you know that one?
Mm, I don't.
Oh, you gotta listen to that one again.
He said,
Uh,
"Oh,
Let Me Entertain You is so good. Dragon Attack from the game.
Oh yeah.
I
That's
knew you were gonna say that, and I was gonna add that to my list, and
all
I
right.
didn't because I was like, Dad's gonna say
I
that."
said I did the same thing.
That bass line is just like such a great groove.
A dragon attack.
Yeah. It's just
That
what is
one.
this,
What?
what does he say again? What are the lyrics again?
I don't know.
Don't take no prisoner, brown. Now you gotta give me the business, brown. Got a dragon on my back, there. Yeah, it's a dragon.
It's a
And then it's
dragon
like
attack.
and they do those like solos where like there's a drum thing and there's a bass thing, and then it's so cool. It's just
Yeah.
such a jam. What's so funny is that it almost sounds like they made up the lyrics on the spot. Like it makes no sense. Like it really the song makes absolutely no sense. It's like Freddie just made up the lyrics and they were like good enough. Let's go. Just
Mm.
go
Worked.
ahead. We're all good. But it's such a jam musically. It's just like oh my God. And then uh so you guys talked about Dragon. You talked about Another One Bites the Dust. Under Pressure was on Maddie's list, right? Um, Radio Gaga, you guys mentioned, right?
Yep.
And then I have Hammer to Fall is another one I really like.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah. You guys, I'm just way off topic here, so I'm like just okay. Maddie, let's move on to you. Let's go to your
What?
do you have honorable mentions at all?
I do. I
Okay,
do.
sorry. I'll stop. I'm going down my list. I'll
I
stop.
don't think you're off topic. You're just
No.
saying your favorite songs.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just going way over 10, so it's like, but it's my show, so I can do what I want.
Yeah. Gotta write that one down.
Okay.
I'm just,
Um.
I'm just calling it right now. I can do it. Anyway, but I do feel bad about it because I'm just like, here's my 30 that I like.
Oh, it's
Uh,
good. It's your show.
Yeah, so go ahead, Maddie. You're up for your honorables before I keep going.
Okay, honorable mentions. I've got Lazing on a Sunday Afternoon. Also, I should mention I made all of these beforehand, so we've already talked about pretty much all of them. So, Lazing on a Sunday Afternoon, uh, Mustafa. I don't know if
Mustafa, yeah, yes.
oh,
I think it's Mustafa, I think. I'm not sure. You might be right. Mustafa, I don't know.
Mus Mu
You
Yep,
Because
that
got
they,
it.
one.
they say it like that on the album. They say like Mustafa, Mustafa. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
That one
great call, Maddie. That's a great deep track.
that one is fun. I like that
Yeah.
one. Dear Friends, another Sheer Heart Attack. A lot of these are Sheer Heart Attack because that's just the one I listen to a
So you
lot, but
just love that record.
I
Yeah.
do. Dear Friends and Killer Queen.
Yep. Yep.
And then I also have Fat Bottom Girls and Dragon Attack.
Nice.
And
Nice.
I don't know if this feels like my deepest cut is Tenement Funster.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah,
Again, Sheer Heart
cool.
Attack.
Sheer Heart Attack is so good.
Yeah.
Like you're right. Sheer Heart Attack is a really strong album. Like that this was the
I
album
mean,
that really pushed them to like mainstream success, I think,
it
too.
is. I mean, it's my favorite album by default because again, it's the one that I listen to the most. Like it's
Yeah.
the one that I just had. And when you have an album on vinyl, you listen to the whole thing all the way through. Like it's not like on streaming where you just like put, you know what I mean? I don't know. So
Yeah. Yeah.
that
Isn't
was
Tenement Funster the ooh, just give me a good guitar?
hmm
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
That's a good one. That's a Roger Taylor song, I think.
Mhm. It is.
Yeah. So that's what's interesting about Queen is that like everybody writes. So it's like every member has songs that you like,
Yeah,
it's kind of cool.
it is.
That's not sort of rare in a band that every member writes,
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
you know.
And yeah. It's interesting too that Freddie doesn't sing on all of them.
No, he doesn't. He
It's
doesn't.
it's always a little bit like, oh, wait, oh, hey. So, I
Yeah,
don't know.
three singers too.
Cool.
Three singers, Roger, Freddie, and Brian all sing. That's another thing that's unique.
Yeah.
That's I think that's why Queen is so strong. It's like everyone's doing everything. It's crazy. Yeah. So is that it for your honorables?
Yeah, those are my honorables.
Okay.
I wrote five and then I added two and so
Okay.
Has anybody said I want to break free? I don't think anyone has said that.
I
Has
did.
anyone said that? That's a
Oh,
good
Maddie
question.
did.
Two.
I don't think so.
No, it was my number two pick.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, never mind. Never mind.
All right.
Sorry. Sorry,
We're not paying
dude.
attention. Sorry.
I talked about the music video.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's right.
yeah. And yeah, didn't you say your class like you did a deep dive on that?
Yeah, we talked about it for like a week.
Yeah.
Yes. And what was your take? I mean, wasn't it like the fact that like I remember in the US people were like, "Oh, like I don't like dressing in drag was more of an English thing as a joke, like guys would do that all the time."
Yeah.
And like in the US it was just like people were like, "What is this?" Like,
I mean, well, people still are. Like I like
yeah.
I don't know, but I don't know. I just thought it was an interesting take. I think people forget about the part where they like go into the alternate universe and they're in like the skin suits and it's like a whole thing. Like because they go through the door. There's the one image of like Freddy vacuuming with the,
Yes.
drag.
Yes.
But then like the whole second half or like second part of the music video is they like open the door to the other world and Freddy's like in this like skin suit outfit and is like dancing with them and it's like a whole take on I don't know, just like gender and sexuality in the world and all of that. So,
Yeah.
it's fun.
And I mean, and wasn't it also a spoof on Coronation Street, which was a
Yeah.
sitcom in England, or because that's why people in the US didn't get it. We're like, we don't understand what this. It was the beginning of it was a whole spoof on something that was popular in England.
Yeah. Yeah.
So people in the US were like, I don't get it.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people didn't get it. It was banned in like a billion countries, but and still is kind of or probably will be. Who knows? But
Yeah, and the band was like, hey man, we're just having fun. Like, why is everyone so offended by this? It was just a
yeah,
joke.
it's also like Queen has historically always been like more edgy and pushing of the
Yes,
boundaries, I think,
that's
of
true.
in
That is true.
terms of
Yes.
like
Yes.
I don't know, visual elements and fashion and whatever. So it's like when you
Well,
have that.
and also like producing like 8-minute songs.
No,
Yeah.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
I don't think like to a point for sure they were like, you know, super popular and getting hit singles and all of that, but it's like also they did put out that 8 minute sing, it's like
Yeah.
so they're always constantly
They were always pushing the bounds.
pushing boundaries and doing things that they actually thought were artistic and cool, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
Didn't in the movie like oh something fell. Did it in the movie the record label was like this song is gonna fail. Like
Yes.
for
That was real
Bohemian
Yes.
life
Rhapsody.
too. I don't think that was something Dad corrected, right?
No, I think that was accurate. I mean, I think that they went to the record company and said, this is the single. And Bohemian Rhapsody at the time was like insanely crazy. Like that was nuts. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's still crazy. I mean, you listen to it now and you're still like, wow. I mean, it's just a crazy song. And they went to like, this is going to be the single. And like, it was really, first of all, it was really long. And secondly, it was just nuts. It was just like, it was, Bohemian Rhapsody is a crazy song. It starts out as like this ballad and then it turns into like this, it goes in all these weird directions and it's so at the time it was so nuts and cutting edge that you go to a record company like this is the single and they're like no this can't be a single like no one's going to play this like no one on the radio because back in the day the rule was like it had to be like 3 minutes or they wouldn't play it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the single supposed to be besides like do you know? Like what were they wanting to make the single?
I don't know, that's a good question. I'm not sure. But I just think that like in the movie that's kind of I think it was pretty accurate. They went to the company and said, "This is the song. This is the single." Like
Yeah.
I know you guys have other ideas, but this is what we're doing. And it was
Yeah.
like, "Oh my God." Like they just the fact that they would take on the record company that confidently and say like, "This is what we're doing."
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. Like I think, is that's what they but that's what Queen did. That was why they were so cool is that they would just play by their own rules. So they wouldn't take no for an answer, which is kind of cool.
Does
You know.
this work?
But like to your point, Maddie, I was going to bring this up. Like I remember looking at this as a kid. Like this is night at the op or day at the I keep saying calling it wrong now. Day at the races, right? And
Yeah.
you open it up and you look at them at the picture of them, like the
Yeah.
picture of them live, and like Freddie's outfit. You're like, what the
Yeah, that's what I'm
is he
saying. It's
wearing?
like people were like shell shocked by this
Like
music video.
that was like not anything I'd ever seen anybody wear. Like what?
Right. And that's what I'm saying, where it's like, what were you? I think because they had had hits and had kind of become like mainstream, it was kind of like, okay, that means that they're gonna, you know, narrow down. What is that?
No one can do that.
They're gonna like, clean up for societal, acceptance or whatever.
Right.
And, they come out with something that's just very Queen of them, and people are like, "What are you doing?" And it's like, this is what they've always been doing. I don't know.
Got us having fun with the filters. Um But but yeah, no, I agree. I think that Queen, they really pushed the boundaries in so many different ways. And I think that's why you still listen to them today. I mean, that's why I mean, and
Yeah.
some of this they tackled every type of music. I mean, the stuff, just think about the list that we gave. It's like all so many different genres of music. Okay, so I'm gonna finish my list really quick if you guys
Okay.
don't mind. So last couple songs are Hammer to Fall we talked about already. One
Mhm.
Vision, I think we mentioned.
Ooh.
I think
I
that
don't
was on
know.
your list, McKenna, right?
No,
No,
but
see,
I like mentioned it because I remembered
fried chicken.
that song.
Fried Chicken. Yeah, it was on your like honorables.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And then I Want It All we talked about, right?
Hmm.
Did we?
Yes.
I want it all.
And
I
I
want it
want it now.
and I want it now. I don't think we mentioned that.
I don't know that we did. Yeah, that's a
I
good
don't
one.
know if we did either.
That's a good one. Um and also like Show Must Go On.
Yep.
That's a later one. The show must go on. And
Mm.
that one always gets me because it's like it's a later song and I think by that point he knew he was sick. And
Yeah.
he wrote the song Show Must Go On. Like
Wait, what album is that in?
I think it's on Innuendo. It's their last
Oh,
album, I think.
Dad, would you like to correct the movie while we're here talking about his diagnosis?
Yes. So yeah, so I mean I think most Queen fans know that like that was inaccurate. I mean, and it but it's a pretty big one. Like sometimes in movies you kind of give them like, okay, I'll give it to you, but like this one was like, okay, that's kind of like a major inaccuracy where he basically told the band that he had AIDS like before Live Aid.
Before Live Aid,
And they're
yeah.
like, no, that didn't happen then. That was
Yeah.
not. I mean, I think that maybe he had inklings that maybe there was, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't really know when he knew, but like he didn't tell the band. Like the band didn't know until much later.
Yeah.
And he didn't like he kept it really quiet. And then when he told the band, he said, "Do not tell anyone. Like I'm telling you guys, but like you gotta like keep it between us. Like do not tell anyone." And he's like, "As far as I'm concerned, I'm gonna make music till I die, and we're gonna keep making music as long as possible." But people started to have inklings of it because he started to look different. And I
Yeah.
think, and even though, but the band, to their credit, they were good friends. Like they kept, even when the press was like, "Is Freddie sick?" They'd be like, "Nope, he's not sick. Nope, there's nothing wrong. Like I don't know what you're talking about." Um, so they were like really good friends in that way. They denied it till the very end. So,
Shout out.
so anyway, yeah, but like he did not tell them before Live Aid. That was like 85. That was not, he didn't say anything until I want to say like, I don't know, 89, 90 or something. Like he didn't tell them until much later.
Yeah. I just remember that was like we walked out of the movie theater and Dad was like, "You two need to know this, okay?" He did not tell the band before Live Aid. Like that was like
Right.
the number one thing. But yeah.
Yeah. Because sometimes with these movies, what they do is they'll do it a lot where they'll take something and move it in the timeline to make it more
Yeah.
dramatic. So like
Yeah.
we're gonna make this Live
Creative
Aid.
liberty.
We're gonna make Live Aid the old penultimate show because he just told them he's gonna die, and now they know he's gonna die, and this is why they went crazy with Live Aid. No, they just wanted to put on a good show, and they at that point, honestly, they had the one thing that I don't think they really mentioned much in the movie is that their fortunes had kind of gone down at that point because like there were a
Mhm.
couple things that occurred with them. They played Sun City, which was like really unpopular and people were saying like ripping on them because there was apartheid and they went and played there
Mhm.
in South Africa.
Yeah.
And they kind of got really a lot of bad press for that. They hadn't had a big hit in a while. Like a lot of their hits were like in UK they were kind of hits, but they weren't hits in the United States. For some reason, their popularity in the US started to just dip. And
Yeah.
Did
um
it? I feel like in the movie, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like in the movie they like broke up. Freddie did like a solo career, and then they got back together before Live Aid.
That is true. I think that is true. Yes, he did do a solo record called Mr. Bad Guy, and he did an album, and I think he did miss the band. Like when he was doing it, they did like show that in the movie that he's making the
Yeah.
album, and he's
Yeah.
kind of like, oh, this I
I
kind of
don't.
miss the band a little
Yeah,
bit.
wait. I don't think they fully like broke up. I think it was just like a break or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it was a break. It wasn't like a total breakup. It was a break, and I think that what happened was and maybe this is true in the movie they kind of said there was some tension between them and I think there was I think there was because of the guy that the whatever his personal manager the guy that was
Oh
Oh, right.
yeah,
remember so he was
yeah,
causing like a rift between Freddie and the rest of the band and they were like you got to get rid of that guy like he's annoying like we don't like him
Yeah.
and anyway so finally once he did get rid of that guy they started to become much tighter again I think
yeah.
Yeah.
so
Anyways, sorry off topic, but I was
yeah,
just
no,
thinking
no,
of
this
that.
is all good. This is, I mean, it's all Queen history. It's all good. It's all relevant to the topic. So, but yeah, so yeah, so Show Must Go On and Innuendo is the other one, the title track from the last album. So, is really good.
Yep.
So yeah, it's hard to narrow Queen down to 10. It's so hard. I mean, we were originally the idea was do a top 10 with five honorable mentions, but I couldn't do it. Just couldn't do it.
You tried.
I
Couldn't do
tried.
it.
I didn't even
Couldn't
try,
do it.
honestly. I didn't try. I didn't even try. I didn't even give it a try. I couldn't do it. It's like impossible. Queen's one of my favorite bands of all time. It's impossible. It's like saying, oh, nice. I love the filters that are coming up now.
This is my Freddie Mercury impression.
Maddie, yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go. Maddie forgot to shave before the
Oh my God.
Um, that just looks way too accurate. Looks way too real.
Take it off. Wait, I gotta do the. What is he doing?
Yeah,
Need sunglasses too. I don't have those, but
yeah. Well, it's more of an 80s. He doesn't have a mustache in the Japan
yeah, you're
picture.
right. You're right. You're right.
In the 80s, though, it became a thing. Like some people didn't like the mustache when he grew one. They were like, "Oh, get rid of the
I like
mustache."
the mustache. I think it was cool.
Yeah, yeah. It was kind of iconic. Much later, people
Kind
were
of
into.
iconic. Yeah.
But yeah. So that's I would say that's about it. We can keep talking about Queen, but I think we've hit it. I think we've done it. And when we start
Well,
messing with filters, you
in
guys are bored. So we'll we'll
No.
we'll call it.
I
no,
was
we're
thinking
having
about Freddie Mercury
fun. We're
to
having
close
fun.
out the episode.
Wait, I have in current Queen news. Did you hear Brian May was at Coachella?
No, I didn't hear that. No.
So there's like a pop singer who's popular right now named Benson Boone, and
Hmm.
he's kind of like knockoff Harry Styles, and he does flips on stage.
Which Harry Styles is kind of a knockoff Freddie Mercury. To be
Yeah.
fair, I love Harry
Right.
Styles. I love Harry
Right.
Styles. No
Yeah.
Harry hate.
That's coming from a big Harry Styles fan, by
He's
the way.
coming
Yeah.
from like world's biggest,
Yeah.
but I'm just
Well,
saying,
anyways,
throwing it out there.
Yeah.
Benson Boone's sang Bohemian Rhapsody on stage with Brian May
Oh,
playing
that's cool.
guitar
Wow. He played
at
Bohemian
Coachella.
Rhapsody.
At Coachella.
He must be a
Yeah.
good singer.
I mean, he's pretty good. He's pretty
Good. He's
good.
just kind of I don't really know what he's doing right now. His vibe is very off-putting and strange to me, but I don't
I
know.
like him. I think he's definitely very much a pop singer, and his songs are like definitely like radio heavy. I don't know how to explain it. Anyways, but I think it's cool. I don't
He's
know.
going for
You'll
the
have to
hit.
watch it. But that's just in current Queen news.
That's
Dad,
yeah, that's
surely
current news. Yeah.
surely you've heard that song that's like, please stay. I want you, I need you, oh God.
I don't
Please.
think yes.
Oh, I'll just keep going.
Not sure that I've heard that.
It's probably on Reels. Surely. Surely it's on Reels.
It's anyway, he's got a couple hits, or like, is it more than three?
Hold on, I'll show you this guy.
He's playing Coachella. He must have a couple hits.
Yeah, no,
No,
he
he's
does.
popular. He's very popular.
He played at the Grammys too.
Okay. Okay.
But he
I mean, we don't have to do this right now, Maddie. We
Yeah,
can
we don't.
do it
Yeah, it's
behind the
okay.
scenes. I don't think
We'll do this
I don't
off
think
camera.
Curless Mania fans are gonna appreciate that.
this great photo of him. Never
My
mind.
subscribers are unsubscribing as we speak.
We don't care about Benson Boone.
I like this guy until he started talking about some new guy called Benson something. I'm unsubscribed. I don't mean to make
Jeez,
fun
that's not your
of my
subscribers at
subscribers
all, I
don't
hope.
like that.
Your guests are very cool.
Canceled.
I'm sure they
I am
know,
so
but
canceled right now. No, I'm just kidding. It's all a joke. It's all a joke. Nobody get
All
offended.
jokes.
okay.
Oh my goodness.
Please don't get offended, please. Yeah, so anyway, I would say that's it. We're gonna call it a day here at Curless Mania. But thank you,
We
girls.
sound
Thank you,
thrilled.
Madeline. Thank you, McKenna, for coming on the channel.
Thank you for having us.
I think people are gonna be psyched to see you guys back on the channel. 'Cause
Rock on.
I got a lot of love for when you guys were on earlier. So
Next time we could do Genesis.
yes,
Oh, we should
yes.
totally do Genesis.
Oh, we could totally. So you guys could. You think Genesis would be easier than Queen?
I think they're the same-ish.
Okay.
But I don't know.
I think I would have more deep cuts for Genesis.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I was telling Dad I listened to them in the car all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. That's another band that they grew up with because of me, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's no reason. I mean, you wouldn't have loved. I don't think you would have had love for Genesis unless I played them a ton. Well, and Paul McCartney and the Beatles and all that stuff too.
Yeah. Well, McCartney and Beatles, yeah. We still have to do a McCartney episode.
Have
Or
we haven't done that yet. We got to do that's another one we got to do. So
Babonia. Babonia. Babonia.
oh,
Oh.
ammonia.
It's my favorite song. Anyways, not Queen related, but
we
Yeah.
love Queen.
that's
Yeah,
We
that's
Heart Queen.
Band on the Run is such a great album. Well, we're getting way off topic now. So, King. Is that what that means?
Queen.
No, it's Queen.
Queen. Sorry, Queen. All right, gotcha. Gotcha.
Yes.
All right, well, we're getting way off topic now, so it's time to
You
wrap
may
it
have
up.
to edit. You may have to edit this
So
episode.
thanks everybody if you're still with us. We appreciate you. Give it a like, give it a subscribe. I mean, again, I always have to say please subscribe because it helps the channel a lot. I mean, it just helps me to want to do more content and it just, a lot of people watch and they go, "Oh, that was a cool video," but they don't subscribe. So subscribing is a huge part of just takes 2 seconds, hit that button. So thanks again, everybody. Much appreciated. Thanks, girls. We'll do it
Of
again soon
course.
with another band.
Thanks
And
for
we will
having
see you guys
us.
next time on Curless Mania. See ya.
These beautiful things that I